winding to a close here on the early signing period, Mike, the first day at least, the biggest day. It seems like we can't stop talking Kirby Smart, Nick Saban. We just saw them split 1-1. Evan Neal picks Alabama. Nakobe Dean picks Georgia. What do you make of this recruiting rivalry? Don't you love it?
We knew this was going to happen, though. We previewed it yesterday that, you know, after last year, what Georgia did in recruiting, the way they went head-to-head with not only Nick Saban, but with the Urban Meyers of the world and the Dabo Swinneys of the world, that they're legit under Kirby Smart. They've taken recruiting to the next step. Mark Richt did a good job recruiting. Kirby Smart does a great job recruiting. So now that we've seen the split, Nakobe Dean going to Georgia, Evan Neal going to Alabama, who's won the day? That's the big question. I was like, make this easy on us,
right?
You know, but you got Jordan Battle, you got Trey Sanders, you got Evan Neal for Alabama, you got Dwan Mathis, you got Nakobe Dean. I mean, they're just getting better and better at recruiting every year.
So I give the edge to Alabama.
Yeah, slight.
If you got Neal and you got basically a left tackle and a star running back. Now, I love the fit of Dean at Georgia. I think he's the closest you're going to find to, you know, Roquan Smith 2.0 in terms of just being a tackling machine and a guy who flies around the field.
Yep.
So I give them the slight edge. In Alabama, they wanted Dean in the middle of that defense. That was a guy that they really wanted, and they even thought they had a chance to really get earlier in the week.
Well, they made it easy for us comparison-wise because you can compare Nakobe Dean to Roquan Smith.
Right.
You know, that's easy.
Yes.
Downhill, bowling ball with feet.
Tackling machine, though.
Just tackles everybody. He's one of those guys that'll tackle 3 guys to get to the football.
Right.
You know, and he's going to be an excellent blitzer. You know, he's going to come, you know, bring pressure at the quarterback position. So, and then DJ Fluker is my comparison with Evan Neal. That's pretty easy as well. So, you know, these guys made it easy for us. They're not going to make it easy for their opponents. You know, who's the bigger difference maker? Is it an offensive tackle or is it a linebacker? Obviously, you know, you figured middle linebacker would have more of an impact, but the way they coach up their tackles at Alabama, and the way they run the football, Evan Neal might be equally valuable or more valuable.
So Alabama likely going to be number 1 coming out of here and probably have a big enough lead to hold on to the number 1.
Close. It's close. I mean, right now they're 1-2 heading into those 2 decisions. So now you take a 5-star on one side, a 5-star on the other side. It's still going to be Alabama number 1, but it's close. You really don't know how they're going to fill out their classes. So,
well,
you know,
we have rankings changes. This is not. We could have guys.
That's
move up
true
and down
as well. You know, we got a lot of rankings changes ahead of us, so that's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out also. But, you know, I think this has become the rivalry, and I don't want to discount Dabo Swinney in here, in Clemson, and what they can do in the Southeast, because we saw he went and beat Urban Meyer, you know, for Jackson Carmen last year in Ohio, and he beat Nick Saban for Justin Ross in Alabama.
Booth, who's a 5-star that both those schools
from
wanted.
Georgia.
They just do it earlier, so we're not
right.
talking about it as much because it's not coming down to the wire.
You know, and Trevor Lawrence, of course. So, you know, it's a sort of a 3-headed monster right now in recruiting, and I think there's a big drop-off in the Southeast after that when you think of, like, who's the 4th best recruiting head coach in the Southeast.
It's hard to say, yeah.
It's those 3 guys, and then there's a drop.
All right, so there's no coincidence that it's those 3 guys, and guess what? They're in the playoff conversation every single year.
National championship last year, Alabama-Georgia, SEC championship this year. Clemson's won 1. Obviously, Alabama's won 1 billion of them. This is how you win, recruit.
There you go. All right. That's why you pay attention to jabronis like me and Mike here at least one day here. Keep it locked here, Rivals.com. We still got more coming. And guess what? It's not over. We still got 30% of this class that's going to be riding it out for the next month and a half. So check back often. We got updates coming your way.